You know, ladies and gentlemen, you thought maybe I had enough carnage earlier in the show tonight on Sportswire Radio when the establishment came in here and they talked about a day of reckoning that turned into a week of reckoning. Not so fast, ladies and gentlemen. We are giving you a rare two for the price of one in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform that you built that is all music and wrestling matters. And even though we know what's at stake at All Out War, we are less than 24 hours away. This is the last stop to All Out War. And these men are no strangers to each other on this platform or on BTW TV, but we're going to get their sides of the story. We're going to talk with a man that has, some say, has solidified his legacy. Three-time Hall of Famer, building a company that has become the premier place in the West and of all the backyard. He's going to talk about why his run is going to continue and why he's going to stack one man and his own offspring. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about a BCF4 member that could be doing something special for his late great mama. We're going to talk about that television championship and why Swift's days, well, he might be, let's just say, passing the baton over swiftly to our guest. We're going to get into some other topics. Steven Storm, yeah, he'll come up. Is Steven Storm in? Is he out? Or has RTG got something up his sleeve for that? What about maybe Mad Jack interjecting himself for a world title match? And what's up with that? And also, he's coming on here in a little while. He's coming on to a platform that he built, and he's going to cook because he's going to talk about maybe some championships he's won, well, outside of his own, and maybe even talk about an offspring of his that he's going to cook, even though Mama certainly don't approve that. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the show here on Style on Sportswire Radio because these men, they've been waiting for weeks to come back and get at each other. I'm not even going to go through the introductions because, well, the dentist that I just had earlier this afternoon, but I'm going to still continue to do what we do best here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the go-home show to BTW's All Out War. And joining me is Beast Mode Andre Xavier, who has had win after win, especially one over Comatose, where, well, his other half was watching in Mikey D, and the man, the myth, the one and only Continental Champion, the general manager, the man that has put it all together, the brains behind BTW, the man that is the definition of born to wrestle, RTG, baby. Fellas, how are we doing here tonight, less than 24 hours away from an all-out war?
Oh, I'm doing great. I don't got anything to worry about in that match. All-out war. It's going to be an all-out ass kicking for Andre and BES. Andre, I'm going to pick you up, slam you down. Then I'm going to pick up that scrawny little BES, pick him up, slam him down on you. And then RTG's going to go up in the air, splash the both of you. And then a cooter or head ref is going to count 1, 2, 3. And the G will retain his Continental Championship. And for all of you guys out there whining and crying about, I don't like how RTG's keeping his belt this year. I don't like him not getting in the ring. I guarantee you I will be in the ring. I guarantee you at least one of you will be counted 1, 2, 3 with me on top of you.
You know what?
So, all you haters, just watch. The G is going to be in the ring. Nobody asked you, Mikey. Just be quiet.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go to Andre Xavier first because you have had quite a run these last few months. And sure, RTG has done this before with his son, BES, the coolest guy in the yard. And yeah, he could splash him. Yeah, he could lift him and toss him around. Well, he brought him into this world. And as my mother would always say, I can take you out of this world. But Andre Xavier, you are on another level right now. A couple of weeks ago, beaten Comatose. You've had some major wins these last few months. And tell your side as to why you're going to be the guy not only to win that Continental Championship, but also maybe to solidify your own legacy and maybe end the streak? Boy, Andre Xavier, level up and tell us what's ahead tomorrow night.
Well, you see, Tom, there's more than just a win on the line. There's something that means more than just a win to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that a lot of people don't get the opportunity to get or to have. Now, BES, he's gonna come to fight, but so am I. He might be the coolest, but I don't want that BES. I want the best RTG because he's more important than the win. If I beat RTG, that solidifies me as the man who beat RTG and retired him. It helps me cement my legacy in BTW.
Yeah, no, I think that that's obviously something we'll come back to. And I'm sure RTG is going to tell you that, listen, this is going to be just like what it's been time and time again over the past year. But Mikey D, this is going to be an emotional evening for you tomorrow night. You're not just like Andre Xavier fighting to win a championship. You're fighting to win your first singles championship here in BTW. And you're also doing this for your late great mama. And
Yes,
talk
sir.
to me just about the emotional evening that we're going to see tomorrow night in the BTW arena in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon, in God's country. You and Swift, talk to me about this match and talk about your late great mama.
Well, you see, my mom always told me basically go for my dreams, and what better way to make her happy is to win that title, and not only just win that title, bring it back home to the BCF4.
And you're going to have to climb a ladder for it, literally.
I'm probably gonna go through hell with that man. Swift, I give Swift props. He's a very good guy. He's a very good wrestler. I give him props, but he's not getting He's not getting BTW Mikey D. He's getting the BCF Mikey D. The Mikey D that takes pain and enjoys
And
it.
not the one that RTG has joked time and time again throughout this season in BTW about go get him a Big Mac and go get him a Dr. Pepper or whatever else he said throughout the last season.
I'm gonna prove RTG and the rest of BTW that the BCF Mikey D is the one version you don't want to fuck with.
Oh, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. But you know, Mikey, I want to stay with you for a minute. I'm going to come back to RTG and Andre because I know they're going to certainly pull an all-out war against each other here before tomorrow night. But I had my guest on earlier tonight, Aaron Black, who's now the HCW social media champion. That's not the point that he won a championship, but we were talking about the pressure. We were talking about that transition, going from the hunter to the hunted. And he'd said that he didn't feel different now that he won a championship and he was defending it next week, but he didn't feel the same. But he talked about how he's kind of adjusted into the role. But you just talked about your mama. You talked about your late great mama, who means so much to you and to everybody around you that supported you. But is that going to be pressure, extra added pressure onto yourself going into a match already? Like you said, Swift he's one of the very best, period. One of the pound for pound best wrestlers in the backyard in the underground wrestling circuit. No one can deny that. You even just said he's a great wrestler. I completely agree with you. We look at the size, we look at what this man has done, but you are putting extra pressure on yourself by dedicating this match to your late great mama. So why? Why the added pressure?
It's not really pressure. I'm using that for motivation. My mom, it motivates me. So that's going to be motivation to get that title tomorrow.
How much has she meant to you in this journey?
Honestly, out of character, out of my kitty, I love my mom. My mom meant the world to me. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Mikey. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Now back as Mikey D, my mom would want me to go to Oregon, take that title, and prove the world wrong that I'm not no joke, that I'm not no McDonald's character as RTG likes to say all the damn time. I'm gonna prove him and everybody wrong. That like I said, Mikey D is gonna be no joke coming tomorrow.
Well, there's a famous song, I Ain't No Joke, and that's from Eric B. and Rakim. It's a legendary song in hip-hop, and we'll see if that's going to be what your story will be tomorrow night. But RTG, I come back to you because I guess Andre Xavier's Wi-Fi is definitely getting the beast mode of him. But, yeah, I thought you'd laugh at that, but hopefully...
That's a BCF issue, it seems like.
But you know what? That's a great segue, because I was going to ask you, because there just seems to be continued drama in the BCF. Steven Storm was pouting last time we saw. Mad Jack has decided that he's taking a tag team championship, a championship away from you, Mikey. And then on top of that, giving himself a world title shot. I mean, I didn't know Mad Jack had that much power. I knew he had size, but RTG, we have been talking about this here for months. And it seems to continue to play out on BTW TV. By the way, hit the sub button for BTW. But it just, I don't feel that the BCF are on the same page. And Mad Jack, he had a power trip here, just to say the least. What's your thoughts on all that?
Well, Mad Jack needs to get over himself, but I'm going to give him. You got to be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. And he wants Redhead, so I'm going to give him Redhead, and Redhead's going to give him the red revolver and pin his ass. 1, 2, 3. Mikey, it's really disrespectful that you let him walk all over you. You should stand up to him and put him in his place. BCF, Mikey, you're more like Mickey. Go get the McDonald's. Mad Jack wants his quarter-pounder meal, buddy.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna, Mikey. You were more like the New York Mets lineup yesterday against the Miami Marlins. A playoff game, atmosphere, everything on the line, and you basically were like doormats. Didn't show up, but I mean, I got the footage here to kind of where we left off last week on TV, and I mean, look at this. I mean, this is a dictator almost here. I mean, this is a dictator. This is somebody. I mean, this is an equal group, an equal opportunity. We were talking about this on Sportswire last week. Equal opportunities, and it just seems like Mad Jack. I kind of agree with RTG because we talk about this every time on Sportswire, and he's just waltzing all over all of you. I mean, guys, how much longer is this going to continue?
I'll let you guys talk. Steven really needs to just leave this group and come join a real family. And,
but you know what? I'm even going to go further. How do you guys stand behind this man? What if he comes up short and doesn't take the BTW championship back to you guys and doesn't take it on that road, that long road back to California? What will happen if Mad Jack comes up short? Are you going to be like, yeah, whatever, and just stand there? Or maybe you guys collectively as a group are going to say something to Mad Jack.
Remember, nothing
exactly. As Mad Jack's saying, but there's only so much that me, Andre, can take from this man. There's going to be one of these days, me, Andre, and Steven are just going to snap on him, and he's going to regret everything he did to us.
Is that going to be tomorrow night? If Mad Jack doesn't win that BTW championship, let's say, Mikey, you do what your late great mama would have wanted you to do and win that television championship, and even Andre Xavier, if he somehow ends the legacy and the career of RTG and takes that Continental Championship back. I mean, if you guys are winners and Mad Jack walks out empty-handed, are you guys just going to let him continue to do this?
Well, Mikey, let me throw this out there, too, real quick.
Go for it.
What somehow, some miracle, you do beat Swift and win that title, and Mad Jack loses in the heavyweight championship match, but he also loses the tag team championships, and he decides he wants your television championship. What are you going to do then? I mean, you gave up your tag team title like it was nothing to him,
Technically,
Are
I
you
didn't
just
give
gonna
it to him.
hand it
It's not
over?
for me.
RTG, you focused on the wrong thing. Your task is right in front of you. You spending way too much attention worried about over there than worried about our match. I'm not beast mode for a reason.
I know you're least mode, but anyways.
Ooh. Well, you know what? Comatose found that out, Andre Xavier. You defeated Comatose when even his other half was watching. So that's a
Twice.
big moment.
Twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I beat
Okay, well let's touch on that.
and
Let's touch on that, Andre. You
like I always say,
I'll give
Art
you
always
go
throws
ahead.
stones in front of me. And when he throws them in front of me, I knock him down. And I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow. And when I knock him down and when I knock BS down, I'm gonna yell checkmate.
Okay, Andre, let's look at this. I'm gonna give you your props. You beat Chocotos twice. I mean the first time Aaron Blase kind of helped you out in the
But
first
this
one,
time,
but
the last time, a
First
the
couple
off,
second
weeks ago on
time you beat
WTV,
him.
you did it when
You
his
beat him.
other half was watching. Watching.
Hey, I'm giving him his props. He beat Chocotos,
And you know
but
what?
what
And while
happened? What
hold on,
happened in the
let's
match
go
after
for a
that?
minute.
He took
RTG,
on the Choke Blazer and he lost to the Choke Blazer.
I gotta cut you off because we
So
have breaking news. Breaking news: there is somebody here that hasn't been on Sportswire in months, and it's Steven Storm. Steven Storm is back on Sportswire. Steven Storm is back. The hardcore assassin.
are you here to say that you're going to join the Northwest Society, Stephen?
And Steven Storm, nothing has changed.
And
Steven Storm.
yeah,
yeah.
he gonna be just like you. Tuck his tail and run out of the ring. And let everybody else do the dirty work. Just like Jackson.
Well, hopefully we can hear from
playing
Steven
check,
Storm.
playing chess, my friend, playing
You know
chess.
what? I think the Wi-Fi is playing chess and checkers with Steven Storm because we can't hear him. I mean, please. Remember the old adage, I'm falling and I can't get up. Steven Storm, your Wi-Fi is falling and you can't get up because we got to hear you. You know, I'm excited, Steven. But can't hear you.
We're all excited to see you and hear you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's great that you're motioning to me, but I don't hear the words, and I think your mates in the BCF4 would like to hear them. So I mean, we can play around with that, but I mean, just more problems. But I mean, just I guess yeah.
Of course, we want to hear our brother Steven. We not mad Jack. We let each other talk. We don't go over each other.
It must be a California thing with the Wi-Fi.
I thought that was the water issue, not the Wi-Fi issue. When you guys had the water problem, I didn't realize they said it to the Wi-Fi. But
got all sorts of issues.
well, you know, I'm in New York, so we don't have much to beg to
And
differ. But yes,
Andre's issue is me.
Yeah, Steven needs an upgraded phone. The iPod doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it may not. Something has to figure out. But I mean, listen,
I don't know if he hears us or not.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, Mikey, I guess
Yep.
going back to it, you've got a lot on the line. Swift is somebody that Andre's wrestled recently. I mean, talk to me about what would it mean to you to be the BTW television champion tomorrow night.
Like I said, it'll mean the world to me. It'll be my first title ever, like ever, and I'm just it's exciting. If I do win tomorrow, it'd be the best thing ever. I'll make my mom proud, and it'd be happy. It'd be very, very emotional and happy. And I'm hoping if I do win, my BCF brothers will be by my side. If I
Well, I
win.
mean, we have Steven Storm here. He's by your side. We just can't hear him. I mean, but Mad Jack hasn't joined us. You know, we do this every month, right? We're all here together. We get ready. We're on the road to whatever show it is. Tonight, it's All Out War. But does it ever occur to you guys that Mad Jack's never been here? Do you think that Mad Jack, he's not really a team player? It seems pretty clear. And when you watch BTW, like many of us do, that Mad Jack's never been here. Maybe he's not a team player.
Been with Mad Jack longer.
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know about that man sometimes.
Well, if he doesn't win the BTW champ, let's even go. Let's maybe give Steven a little more rope. Let's go with this for you fellas. I know RTG is gonna hate me for what I'm about to say, but Andre, you win the Continental Championship. Mikey, you win the television championship. But Storm and Jack walk away empty-handed, drop the tag titles, and Jack, who gets a free shot, basically gets a free play, loses the BTW World Title match. Jack, how are you gonna say something finally and give him the boot collectively tomorrow, or what? He's got to go. I mean, listen, it's right now. Everybody's talking about the end of the Major League Baseball season. Managers that should get fired, right? Specifically, my team's the New York Mets. My manager should be fired because he didn't get us to the playoffs. Jack is essentially your manager. He's basically anointed himself the leader. He pushes you guys around. He talks. He says this. He's always front and center. But if he's the reason why you lose those tag team championships and you don't bring home that world heavyweight championship on that long road back, that long winding road right from Roseburg to Saki to Sacramento, well, maybe it's time to give him the boot. I mean, that's what any good manager should, or any good owner or any good leader, and that's what they should do, right? So does Mad Jack get the boot tomorrow if those scenarios play out?
We all have a job to. We all got a job. Everybody has a role that has to get played. If we all play the roles correctly, we bring home the gold.
But if Mad Jack doesn't keep and bring home that gold, and you and Mikey bring home that gold, shouldn't it seem that Mad Jack is the one that should get the boot because he didn't do his job? He didn't do that job. He didn't play that role that you just said.
There'll be consequences.
There will be. Well, Steven Storm. Let's see. Let's try this.
Still not good. I still can't hear him.
Hear him, but he's low.
Well, can we turn it up? I'm gonna try it one more time, boy. RTG, baby, boy.
I got my phone like close to me right now.
All right. Well,
we can at least hear you.
All right. Let's try it. Steven Storm, you're definitely, I guess, turning up a storm for sure when it comes to the Wi-Fi. But let's see if we can try to hear you. Management has said take the phone out of let's just say where the sun doesn't shine, or maybe. Let's just say thank you, management, for not putting that in the chat. But we received that message that Steven Storm, the phone is in a certain place, and it may be as big as J-Lo's, but she's not here with us, so we'll leave that at that. And she's old right now.
And this is the one that RTG chooses out of every single one of us out of the.
Shut up.
Steven Storm woke! Steven Storm, I want to hear you, Steven Storm. It has been a minute since you've been here. What is the future of this group?
My problem is that Mad Jack over here made himself the freaking leader of this group, even though when we even stepped into BTW, I was the world champion. And not only that, I was the first one in the group to even earn singles gold.
All right, so let me ask you a question, Steven. Let me ask you this. So let's play along with this scenario. I'm going to bring Comatose on here in the future. We're going to have everybody stay. No one's going to leave. I want everybody to be here, and we'll all try to sing Kumbaya, although I don't think it'll work that way. But, Steven, play along with me for a minute. Let's say tomorrow night, Mikey wins the television championship. He's playing for a lot. He's playing for his late, great mama. He's got a lot on the line. It's his first major championship that he would win. And sometimes you know how this goes in life. The storybook ending writes itself. Maybe Mikey's going to have that opportunity. Andre Xavier, he's been on quite a run the last few months. He's had major wins, 2 in a row against Comatose. He's been in there. He was right there with a guy who was a name with a headline. He's been in there time and time again, and he's kind of been the workhorse of the group. He wins that Continental Championship. But not only does he do that, but he ends the career of RTG in ring, and also ends a streak that has gone on for a year. He brings home one championship, ends RTG's career. Mikey D brings home a television championship for his late great mama. But you, Steven Storm, walk away without those tag team championships, and Mad Jack drops the ball in the world title match against Redhead. Is Mad Jack getting the boot, and is he going to be fired from the BCF4 tomorrow night after All Out War?
The thing is that all depends on how All Out War goes.
Well, I gave you the scenario, though. The scenario is
I
Mikey
know
and
you
Andre
gave me
win
the
the
scenario.
titles. You
I know
lose
you
the
gave me the
tag
scenario.
title. Mad Jack loses the world title. Does
I
Mad
know
Jack
you
get
gave me the
fired
scenario,
tomorrow?
but
Say that.
if Mad Jack drops the ball tomorrow, there's going to be a long conversation back at BCF between the four of us.
I would fire him. I would listen. I'm telling you what. I think RTG. We know what he's done with the Northwest Society. I think, to me, listen, Steven Storm, you lose the tag team championship alongside Mad Jack, and he loses against Redhead. I would fire him. I would fire him. What time is? Oh, we're gonna be about 7:30, 7:40 Eastern time tomorrow, something like that. I think not even this. I don't even think you guys drive home back to Roseburg. I think you tell him, listen, you're fired. You don't even let him get in the car with you guys. I think you fire him tomorrow.
They don't got the balls to do it.
Really, RTG? When
We
your
go-
boy Blackout has failed, you didn't have the balls to fire him.
Why would I fire my Munster? He hasn't let me down like Swift did. I fired Swift when he couldn't bring home the victory over Delta. We got rid of his ass.
Oh yeah, and also let's talk about another member. What about Gabriel?
What about him? You got to learn.
Dude, he failed in that triple threat with me and freaking Swift.
I think the difference is, to me, is that Mad Jack has basically usurped power. He's made himself the leader. I think in those cases with Swift and Gabriel James, they haven't gone out there and made themselves front and center. They didn't push around RTG. They didn't push around Blackout. Basically, what we've seen with Mad Jack for months on BTW TV is that he has pushed you guys around continuously, and he has intercepted himself for a tag team title match, right? Mikey talked about that. And he put himself in a world title match. So there's a major difference here, I think, with those examples, because Mad Jack has made himself front and center of your group. And shouldn't the buck stop there? If Mad Jack is the reason you especially walk away empty-handed with gold, and he doesn't bring back that world champion, like I said, I don't even think you guys get in that car together back to Roseburg. I think you leave him and you say, listen, you're on your own, buddy, and you're fired.
Thing is with Mad Jack, he knows that if he failed, he's going to have to answer to me. All right.
But what about Mikey and Andre, though? What about Mikey and Andre?
You know Mikey's going to still stick with him?
Well, how do we know that, Mikey? You said you're fighting for a lot tomorrow, and it's the BCF, Mikey, we're getting. You win that television championship, you're not sticking with Mad Jack, right? You don't know that yet. We have no idea.
I don't honestly. If I don't know what I'm gonna do with him if he loses tomorrow, just know it's not gonna be a pretty conversation. If put it this way, if all of us win titles and he doesn't, let's just say it's not gonna be very pretty for him.
Well, you know what? I think that's a fair point. What about you, Andre? Because I'm going to bring Comatose on here in a minute. Comatose is waiting. I want to bring Comatose on to talk with you guys and talk about the rest of the card. What do you say to all this, Andre?
I think all three of us say the same thing. It shouldn't be three of us are getting a job done in one person's hand. They brought me in, and I've been carrying my own weight. If Jackson can't get it done, why should he be a part of the BCF forward? It only takes so much before a person snaps.
It sounds like abuse. It sounds like you guys have been abused. It sounds like you guys have been the victims of abuse. And eventually, one day, you can't take it anymore and you fight back. And I think potentially tomorrow night, the fallout from All Out War could be Mad Jack is going to be dealing with some All Out War if he doesn't come away victorious. That's why you need to hit the sub button for BTW. Please support BTW. Let me get to a few comments here. Mad Jack is not a team player. Zilla watches you guys every week, and I think that that's a fair point. I showed you the footage from last week's show. We watched it here on the stream. Mad Jack was not a team player.
Not
And
wrong.
that's why Zilla said she's not BCF4 anymore.
She's not wrong.
She's Northwest Society.
I was about to get to that. Thank you very much. And she left the group because of Mad Jack. That's her words, not mine.
He thinks it's bragging rights. He's seen what she did to us, and he still thinks she's loyal.
Well, and Mad Jack's never been here with us all this time. Not a team player, I guess.
The whole season she was with BCF, and at the end of the season, towards the end of the season, she joins Northwest Society.
But you know what? But Mad Jack has not been a team player even here.
That
Every
man,
month,
Of us here in this,
that man,
live have been putting in most of the work.
seen it.
I think tomorrow, I know if it's me, and he comes up empty-handed, and you lose the tag belts, you're fired. I mean, I think that's just, to me, that's the news. But
And Mad Jack lose the tag titles, it's going to be repercussions for both of them.
we got it for Steven Storm also.
There's going to be repercussions for you, Andre, when you lose the Continental Championship match?
You know, that's an
You're more likely
interesting
to lose your match as well, Andre, because it's triple threat rules. You don't even have to be pinned to lose.
What are you guys going to do if Mikey D's the only one that wins?
Well, I
That's
got
a great
one.
question.
Dude,
You know what? I hate to do this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, to quote Wade Barrett, but I mean, what if all of you guys lose tomorrow? What happens then?
That's
Who's calling
That's not
shots?
going to happen.
Possibility. We all come into fight.
I can guarantee you one of them's losing tomorrow.
You know what? What is with everybody in guarantees on Sportswire? Earlier today, the Real Deal Eclipse said guarantee. Robert Scott said, I guarantee victory on Thursday's show. Everybody seems to be in guarantee mode, but I'll tell you what, it will be an all-out war, literally, if none of you guys win tomorrow. You know what? I would even add, maybe we should add that to the card one more time. We've seen history with that.
Tom,
Mikey, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins, because he's the one out of the BCF4 with the most ladder match experience.
stays out of the match unless me and BES fight each other. Somebody make sure they get a timer.
Well, you know what? That we are certainly having a lot of fun, but it's time to get to him because he's been waiting, and I'm getting to the all-out war, to the main course. Comatose is here.
Look at it.
Why did y'all go
Like he
so
went to a
quiet when I
groomer.
got in here? I want to hear a little more oomph. I want to hear a little more oomph.
You know what? I got
It's
the
like
guys.
Chocotos went to the groomer.
Well, no, I'm going to back up the BCF on this. I got you back on this. We were just hoping that your Wi-Fi connection wouldn't have had the same problems that Steven Storm had.
Fair enough.
It's not my Wi-Fi, it's my phone. I don't know what the heck's going on with the mic.
Well, you're a little better today. At least I can hear you. So we'll see. Comatose, I mean, boy, you got a match coming up. It's offspring versus sibling. I mean, quite a promo you saw on the BTW YouTube page. I'll put up the video in a minute of it. But I mean, what can we expect here for your interpromotional championship against your own flesh and blood?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have not been paying attention over the last 10 years, I don't know where the hell you've been. You must have been sleeping under a rock, or you must have been sleeping under RTG's mattress, because we all know that he has no idea what the hell's been going on the last 10 years. But
I've been a goat for 10 years.
This is the conclusion of a 10-year long feud between Alex Rider and Comatose. And it started all the way in my little hometown of McCall, Idaho. And I am going to make sure that in Roseburg, Oregon, in the middle of those 4 ropes, in the middle of a BTW ring, it will end as it's supposed to end, with Big Brother on top and Little Brother continuing to try to find his way out of my very, very large shadow.
You know, you recently got a victory over RJS in a finality. It was a match that ended what everybody had said might have been one of the most vicious feuds in the backyard circuit last year. The War of Words. We know what this meant, what it meant to your legacy. Ended that, and you got closure. You got closure, and you got the sign of respect that you needed when it came to RJS a few weeks ago. You were here last, and the August Rush was a headline. You wrestled that guy, and now you're wrestling your brother. You have been in some major moments. You have been in some major moments in the promo wrestling world. There will be a time and place very soon where I'll be discussing some of that. Cue the Enterprise. But your run of matches that you've had these past year plus, where does this rank right now, tomorrow night, you and your brother, Alex Rider?
Well, if we're talking about career-wise, it is going to have to be one of the very top 10 matches that I've had, and I'm going to make sure I perform as such. However, if we're talking about personally, this is number 1. This is number 1. And let me explain to the audience, because I see a lot of shocked faces in this crowd of people that I am in right now. The reason that this is number 1, ladies and gentlemen, is because where me and my brother started was in a backyard at my parents' house, only fathoming what this could become. And now, tomorrow night, me and him square off one-on-one once again for the Interpromotional Championship, but this time in a goddamn ring in Roseburg, Oregon, God's country. And we are going to end this thing the only way it should end.
Well, you've defeated a headline last month. You got closure over RJS. But what happens tomorrow night if you lose to your own flesh and blood? What happens?
Honestly, even if I do lose this belt to Alex Rider, it will still be the end of this feud, and he will get his run, his rightfully earned run, with the Interpromotional Championship. And the reason being is this, is because it is just time that us as siblings, instead of going at each other's necks like people want us to do, people want us to go at each other all over the backyard wrestling community. They want our family destroyed. Instead of being the guy to take it the next step further in that destruction, I'm going to be the man to raise his hand at the end of that match and tell him, good job, you deserve it, and I hope you can carry on the legacy I've bestowed upon it.
Do you think he'll do the same if you beat him?
That is a very, very good question. That is a question that Alex is going to have to find within himself internally to be able to do, because, of course, I am only one man. I cannot speak for any other man's will to do something or wantingness to do something. Just like I couldn't for RJS. Even though he did end up doing what he said at the end of our match and apologizing to me, I could never force him to do so. And now the same is to be said with my brother. I cannot force him to raise my hand. But what I will force him to do is gain an immense amount of respect for who I am and what I have become and what I am for backyard wrestling.
Well, you've talked about you've wanted to be the GOAT of BYW, the king of the West. We've seen what you've done in the promo wrestling world. But there's a common theme, and I'm going to tie this into everybody here. There's a common theme about tomorrow's show, which again, hit the sub button for BTW. Please support the guys. They're here every month with us, and I would appreciate that if you support them because it is all wrestling matters here, and I truly want to support everybody and give them that opportunity. So please support all of the great companies, and BTW is here with us every month. So I would encourage, whether you watch this now, watch a clip on Instagram, TikTok, or watch the replay of this, please follow all the guys here and especially support BTW. But I'm noticing a common theme. I know it's called All Out War tomorrow, right? But play along with me. Mikey D and Swift. Mikey D is fighting for something greater than that television championship. That is his late great mama. Andre Xavier, you're fighting for more than just the Continental Championship at RTG, baby. You're fighting, well, to end the streak and end his career and solidify your own legacy, right? We've got, well, I'm going to bring it up. RJS and Aaron Blaze. I mean, RJS said, listen, Comatose is probably going to just have to put the zip button up there because, RJS said plenty about that. We've seen plenty of the backyard. That is a match that, listen, people have wanted to see in the backyard for years. We talked plenty about Mad Jack. Mad Jack's legacy should be, he should be fired from the BCF4 tomorrow if he loses the world title, let alone the tag team championship with Steven Storm. And Comatose, you're wrestling your own flesh and blood in a ring for one of the premier companies in the entire backyard of the underground wrestling circuit for your championship that you've built and made it into a worldwide phenomenon. To me, tomorrow night is not just about being called All Out War. It's about legacies. That's what I think tomorrow is about. Your thoughts?
I think you hit the head right on the nail, and I can't speak for all these gentlemen right here, but I can definitely speak for myself. If I win this match, it will not only enhance my legacy, but it will enhance. Sorry, RTG, sorry to the BCF4, but it will enhance my ego just that much more. Because this will do, once again, another thing that I have prophesized months ago. I will be victorious. I will continue to hold on to this title, and I will continue to be the greatest champion in backyard wrestling right now.
And what about for the rest of you guys? Is this more about legacy tomorrow night than the show itself called All Out War?
Well, I guess I'll go because the BCF guys never speak up. But you know what strokes my ego there, Chokatos, is knowing that a little over a year ago, I put you down 1, 2, 3, and I haven't lost since. And you can say what you want to say about my defenses and not. Last season, I was all over the place. I defeated everybody in BTW. This season, I'm playing a little more chess and checkers, but I guarantee you this, tomorrow in that match, I will be in the ring. I will pin either Andre or BES or both of them, and there's nothing that Least Mode or the chokiest in the yard can do about it.
Ooh.
Now, Mikey, I'm gonna give you a little bit of props, but if I was you, I would bring Swift, probably a couple spicy McChickens and a large fry and a large Dr. Pepper to ensure he doesn't freaking tear your head off in that ladder match.
I'm not
Andre at least mode. Steven Storm, I still want you to come over to the Northwest Society. The sky is the limit. You'll be in a real faction, my friend. But, if the LMW takes you out, so be it. It'll just make it easier for the Northwest Society to take our belts back when I decide to take them back.
No,
and Chokatos, good luck with your brother tomorrow.
Is that all you got to say about that? You don't have any one-line zingers that are gonna shock the world? And if Tom a clip later, you don't got nothing.
I mean, you are Chocotos, so the odds are you will lose.
Oh, I
You
will
usually
lose.
say
You're a loser.
dumb as hell.
And then I guess
love
the
this.
one match I haven't said anything about is RJS against AA Ron Blase
I brought it up.
And,
Everybody's been
for
awfully
the
quiet.
Choke Blazer. You know, although the Choke Blazer did beat Andre, and
But he
Andre
also
beat
lost to me.
Chocotos, but he
Twice.
lost to Chocotos. So, yeah, but the first time don't really count because the Choke Blazer was, had it in for Chocotos, But
He beat me. He
the
beat
second
me.
time,
He beat me.
he beat him. Yeah, he beat you fair and square the second time.
He sure did. It won't happen again, but he certainly did beat me.
And
He certainly
he
did
won't beat me tomorrow.
Well,
like-
that maybe so.
My legacy is not losing. I'm going to keep this Continental title for who knows how long.
Except when it's in the
Years
Rumble.
and years and years. The Rumble's an exhibition match, buddy.
Oh, yeah. But it wouldn't have been if you won it, though. It would have been the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Maybe we'll never know, will it? Huh?
No, we never will because you didn't ever win it.
I
No.
know.
Never know.
We won't.
There's always next year, buddy. Who knows? And you know what? I'm going into this match tomorrow feeling with a cold too. You notice I'm coughing here and stuff. I'm coughing up my
everyone
lung
seems
over
to be
here.
sick right now. I think my guest earlier today, Aaron Black, was sick. Everybody seems to be sick right now. But Steven Storm, I'm trying to hear you.
You know what? That doesn't stop me. Last season, I wrestled in a match with COVID. So you know what? Bring them on.
So,
Well, I don't
Even
know if
Michael
I
Jordan
would
has
say
flu.
publicly, but hey, it works for you, I suppose.
here we go with excuse after excuse after excuse. Let me tell you how RTG is going to go in this match. He's going to come out. He's going to go into the ring. Once that bell rings, that man's going to hightail it out of the ring and watch me and BES beat the crap out of each other. And in the moment he gets his chance, he's going to slither his way into the ring with a snake and try to steal the win. Mark my words. I like how he underestimates me. Grandma in heaven used to tell me these words of wisdom. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Damn straight.
Well, Andre, there ain't going to be no try to steal the win. There is going to be the win.
Well, win's a win
Well,
in
I'm-
this sport, no matter the way you get it. Yes, Steven.
The thing is with RTG, Andre, he knows that the moment if you spear him one time, he's gonna every bone in his body is gonna turn to dust. Basically.
Well, you got to hit the spear, buddy. You got to hit the spear. You're talking to a technician here, all right?
Remember, I don't have to pin you. I could pin BES.
That's not a
No,
very easy
that's
task, but that is true.
That is true, but odds are you won't because BS will hit you with his phenomenal forearm. He could hit you with his BS salt.
That's why
Can hit you
his
with
arsenal is
something
very unique.
off the top rope.
Have been in the ring with him. No question about that. And I guess it might be a good time to unveil it on the screen. Well, unless I hear Steven. Let's do. Go ahead, Steven. I'll give you one more shot. Let me see if I can.
I was trying to say because like BES is kind of easy because I've beaten him before too. Dominant faction, actually. When I was BTW TV champion.
Got it easy.
Sounds like your mic's being used for a call.
And you have a win over RJS as well. I mean, you got some big wins, but the bone connection's not winning tonight. That's for sure.
He's a better host.
I hope next month you'll have better connection. But, I think it's time to unveil it before we transition into the final things here, because I know we do this every month, but it's always appropriate because you all are here, and at least Steven Storm is with us, whereas Mad Jack still has never been with us, but it is BTW Day. So congratulations, fellas. I know we do it every month. It probably feels like, oh, we've had this, but it is BTW Day because we are on that road to the all-out war, and I just thought, well, maybe this will motivate you, or not so much improve the phone conditions for Steven Storm. But nevertheless, we love you, Steven, but hopefully next month's show you'll have something better. All right, I'm gonna give some guys maybe an opportunity for a final word. I know Comatose is gonna cook, so I will save him for he's gonna have more than a few things to say. But Mikey D, you got anything else you want to say, whether it's to Swift or anybody else out there before tomorrow night?
All I know is Andre, you better win tomorrow. Steven, you better win tomorrow, just like I have to win tomorrow. And Comatose, good luck with you and your brother, man.
But you didn't say Mad Jack. Whoa. But you didn't say Mad Jack better win tomorrow.
Nah, they're too scared to say that.
Like I said,
But Mad Jack don't have to win tomorrow. What's up with that?
Mad Jack, I'm still pissed off at Mad Jack for snatching the title away from me, so I'm not even going to mention him right now.
You didn't say Mad Jack, though, but you said nothing about Mad Jack. And I asked you the question earlier tonight about should Mad Jack get the boot? I mean, listen, it's the offseason in Major League Baseball, and right now managers are on the hot seat or should be fired. Mad Jack, it's almost like the same thing.
I didn't say anything because I was trying to think about what I was going to say about him.
Oh, good. Well, I want to hear
it. The thing about him is that
worried about me and Steven getting our match done when you got the toughest match out of all of us.
That's true too. You've talked about your late great mama too to go compete for.
But also the thing.
Well, just know tomorrow I'm gonna be in a fight. It's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt.
You better fight.
It's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. But just know. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna get that championship, and you'll see. Just wait until tomorrow.
Better if you laying that match down tomorrow, you better win.
Oh, I'm counting on it. No idea. I'm gonna use my blood, sweat, and tears in that match.
I'm rooting for you, Mikey, because of what you said tonight. But I think Andre said it best. You have the toughest match of anybody out there. I mean, but Andre, you have anything else that you want to add before tomorrow? Anything else you want to say?
I just want to say good luck to everybody. Comatose, good luck with your match. Time for me to go and figure out what I'm coming to do tomorrow. Even though I already know what I'm coming to do. I'm coming to fight. I'm coming to win. I ain't coming to lose. And I want RTG to stand in the ring and fight like a man.
But he doesn't have to, though. He's the incumbent. It's a triple threat match. You basically laid out what most people in RTG's shoes would do, though. They would basically stand outside, let you and BES fight it out, and find an opening and continue to do what he's done.
Exactly. But I want him to be a man. He talks the game, but let's see if he can back it up. He says he's going to be in the ring. Let's see it.
I mean, we're going to watch tomorrow night. We're going to find out then, You
will see me, the new Intercontinental Champion.
Well, we're going to be back here in 4 weeks. I mean, we're going to be back here in 4 weeks, and time will tell, right? We're going to be here in 4 weeks. The next show after this is October 28th, and, I mean, listen, time will tell. But, Steven, I'm going to try to see if I can hear if you had anything else you want to add before tomorrow night, because I know RTG and Comatose are going to have plenty to say.
Shouldn't be. Where's your moment?
The thing is, tomorrow, me and Mad Jack are going to go into that tag match with one goal, and that's beat the crap out of LMW once again. Okay? And after we're done with those two fools, don't get me wrong, Al Payaso, he has some accolades. You were talking about legacies. They're both trying to go off herself, and she's looking for her night. Al Payaso, former BTW or BCF world champion, and they got El Basico. He was on a roll last season, and I don't know what the heck happened to him this season. And then they over here got like two wins as tag teams, but all that momentum is going to go into a screeching halt tomorrow.
Well, I mean, we're going to find out. We're going to find out.
Time that they face us. It's going to be the same result as last time. The only thing that's going to be different is that after we are done with those two, me and Mad Jack are going to drag them both in the middle of that ring and tear their goddamn masks off their faces so that way they won't show themselves in BTW ever again.
Oh, did I hear that? Steven Storm ain't playing around, ladies and gentlemen. He's not playing around.
And Mad Jack, he better pay attention to what's going to be happening with El Payaso tomorrow, because El Payaso, he's failed us multiple times here in BTW as well. So he should be.
We're gonna find out.
He should be looking at what the heck happens to El Payaso and take that as a bit of a mental note.
All right, well, you know what? We're gonna find out. I'll go to RTG last because I see he's busy. He's gonna do the dishes. We'll put you on mute. It was a funny joke. Comatose, you are gonna, I'm sure, cook on these final words that you have before tomorrow. I'm gonna just not even say anything and just give you the floor.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, like a thief in the night, my brother has followed me all the way to Oregon from Idaho. Like a lost puppy dog, this man can seem to not find his own way, so he needs his very loyal trainer to train him how to be the very, very best wrestler after being gone for 6 years. Well, buddy, John 10:10 says the thief may come and steal and destroy and kill, but I have come to let you live life to the fullest, and I will, by any means necessary, whether I win or lose, let you live life to the fullest as a backyard wrestler. I will let you live another day as a backyard wrestler. I'm not going to do what you did. I'm not going to go chase you all over town, all over the city, all over the state, all over the country to get my title back. I'm going to let you run with it. But if you don't get this victory over me, my friend, that shadow you are so afraid of getting out of is only going to loom a lot longer in your career.
Well, we're going to find out, and Zilla would like to say good luck to everybody. Yes, I echo that. Mad Jack should be fired from the BCF4 if you guys walk away and have a few other outcomes that we've discussed. And yes, it is Happy BTW Day, and we'll probably give you another one in October. I think you guys are becoming like the Justin Parsleys of Day Awards because you've gotten probably the most days of anybody. So, I mean, that should count for something. But follow BTW on Instagram. And if you're there with us, RTG, I'll give you a final thought or two before we sign off if you are there, if you are.
Yeah, I'm here. And real quick, I just want to say that out of everybody that's in this in BTW, there's only one person that hasn't lost in over a year, and that would be me, baby, the goat. You can't spell goat without the G, baby, and that's me, and that's going to continue going on for tomorrow. And I got to get out of here.
Okay, we'll let you run, RTG. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. And I think we'll get ready to close out the show. I want to thank everybody here for tuning in. Comatose, we need to get you on here for another time, maybe soon. We'll talk about that off the air because you have a lot of stuff also that's on the agenda. Mikey, definitely looking forward to seeing what's ahead very soon tomorrow night. Well, if you're fighting for your late great mama, Steven Storm has come on the video. Steven Storm, you make me smile, but I don't know if we're going to be smiling tomorrow night. And Andre Xavier, well, we'll see. You've been very impressive of late, but time will tell. And yes, we'll be back here. I think we're here the 27th or something like that. We'll figure it out. But right around then, we do this dance every month, and we'll be back here right before then. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, all music and wrestling matters. If you're here, please follow BTW on all of their social media platforms. If you want to watch the show tomorrow, it'll be at 6 o'clock Eastern time. You can do that right there. That's where you can do it. Watch All Out War, hit the notification, Hit the sub button. They're also on TikTok. Please support the guys on all their social media pages. We'll be back here at some point tomorrow. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one global radio, that is Sportswire Radio, with all music and wrestling matters. Thank